Before we start, if this moves you, please subscribe and leave a like. Every bit helps. Support links in the comments. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
BPM 66 to keep the peace intact. Opinions, mornings, versions of myself I can't get back. But somewhere in the giving there were things I held on to, small and stubborn seeds of who I always knew I knew. They weren't loud enough to notice in the noise of all those years, but they were growing in the quiet, underneath the smiles and tears. All that I kept is all that I am, the thread that ran through everything, the original plan I've been. But I didn't break, I drifted but came back. All that I kept was enough to find my way from there. A journal in a drawer that nobody ever read, a song I hummed in private, certain things left unsaid. The part of me that watched from somewhere slightly to the side, taking careful notes on everything I couldn't say out loud. That witness never left me, never traded me away, and I'm grateful for that quiet keeper every single day. All that I kept is all that I am, the thread that ran through everything, the original plan I've been. But I didn't break, I drifted but came back. All that I kept was enough to find my way from that. To anyone who's wondering if anything survived the years of compromise and caretaking, of swallowing the tears, something in you kept the flame behind the hand that hid it. You'll know it when you feel it. You never really lost it. All that I kept is all that I needed, more than I imagined, more than I considered. The thread that ran through everything was stronger than I knew. All that I kept has brought me here, and here is finally true. The self you protected in the quiet years was worth every bit of keeping. Caught my hands in the kitchen light this morning by the sink, the way they held the coffee cup. I stopped and had to think. There's knuckles in these river lines starting to show. I've seen these hands before somewhere, a long, long time ago. She needed bread on Sunday mornings, humming to herself. I never thought I'd be her, now I'm nothing else. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She never called herself a hero, never asked to be seen, just showed up every single day for everyone between. I watched her hands and never thought to say how much they meant. Now mine are doing all the things that hers were heaven sent. There's a strength in what these hands have carried without praise, a quiet kind of legacy that lasts beyond our days. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She's been gone 11 years, and still I reach to call her name when something breaks or blooms, or when the grandkids misbehave. And every time I look down at these hands that look like hers, I feel her in the room again, like love that never leaves. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I'm not scared anymore. These hands are how she stays, and how I carry her forward. Same hands, different woman, same love. I showed up to my own life like a guest who wasn't sure. Stood a little sideways, kept one hand on the door. Gave my half attention to the things that needed all of me. Saved my real self for a someday that I couldn't clearly see. But someday has a way of being always just ahead, and I woke up to the distance between living and half dead. No more half life, no more half year, no more saving the good dishes for a day that won't appear. I've been given everyone the edited version of my time. No more half life, the whole thing's mine. I half believed in dreams I never let myself pursue, half committed to the mornings, half present to the view, half in love with my own life, but always holding back, like I needed someone's permission just to stay on track. But permission is a currency I'm done waiting to receive. The only one who has to authorize this life is me. No more half-life, no more half-year, no more saving the good dishes for a day that won't appear. I've been giving everyone the edited version of my time. No more half-life, the whole thing's mine. I've sat at sunsets thinking I should feel more than I did, kept the volume low on joy like some well-practiced kid. But I'm not practicing anymore, and this is not a rehearsal. The life in front of me deserves my full and unreserved arrival. No more half-life, no more half-seed, no more standing at the edge of what this life could mean. I used to save myself for something I couldn't define. No more half-life, I'm walking in, the whole thing's mine. The good dishes were always meant for an ordinary Tuesday.
There's a kind of light in October that the younger months don't carry. It's earned something about the way it knows the dark is coming. The leaves don't fight it, they just burn as bright as they can manage. And I think I understand that more this year than I ever did, because I'm in my October too, and I feel things with a richness I couldn't have held at 30. This warmth has texture that it didn't then. Golden October, the most beautiful light of the year. Golden October, you have to go through all the seasons to get here. And I'm not afraid of what comes after anymore, because I'm standing in my golden October with you. We drove out to the valley just to see the trees on fire. Didn't need to be there, didn't have a plan. You took my hand on a dirt road without anyone around, and I thought, this is it. This is the whole point of being alive. And what I almost missed this by, the other roads I almost took, the other lives I nearly lived, how close I came to missing this October. Golden October, the most beautiful light of the year. because I'm standing in my golden October with you. The young ones see September as the summit, but they don't know about October yet. The particular gold that only comes from having been through something, the specific peace that follows years of motion. This season is the one I've been becoming all along. Golden October, walking it until the last leaf holds the light. Golden October, every loss along the way was just the path here. And I am grateful for the whole long year that made me ready for this golden October light with you. Some things can only happen in October, and I'm so glad I lived long enough to feel this sun.
We were never the kind of people who said everything out loud. You showed love by showing up, and I showed mine by staying proud. There were words that lived between us in the space we never filled, all the I love yous that we meant, but somehow never spilled. I don't carry it as regret, I carry it as proof that some things run too deep for words, and some love needs no roof. What we didn't say lived in every cup of coffee made before I asked. What we didn't say was in the way you always checked if I got home safe. What we didn't say could fill a room from floor to ceiling, wall to wall. What we didn't say was maybe the most honest thing of all. My mother never once said, I am proud of you out loud, but she drove 4 hours in the rain to see me get my crown. And when I think of all the love she gave without a word, I understand that silence can be the sweetest thing you've heard. We're taught that love needs language to be counted and be real, but the body keeps a truer score of everything we feel. What we didn't say lived in every cup of coffee made before I asked. What we didn't say was in the way you always checked if I got home safe. What we didn't say could fill a room from floor love you. I love you. I love you. What we didn't say lived in every cup of coffee, maybe before I asked. What we didn't say, what was in the way you always checked if I got home safe. What we didn't say could fill a lifetime, fill a heart, fill every empty heart. What we didn't say was everything, was everything, was everything at all. Some love doesn't need a word, it just needs to stay. I've been so many versions of a person almost right, almost what they needed, almost worth the fight, almost comfortable in my own skin on a good day, almost honest in the things I didn't quite know how to say. It almost has a weight that only gets heavier with time. And one morning I woke up done with almost, done with the almost life. Finally me, not the version I rehearsed, not the one who always put her own name last and everyone else's first. Finally standing in the middle of my own life without apology. Finally me. There's a photograph from years ago, I couldn't look it straight. Something in the eyes I'd learned to keep behind a gate. But I found it on a Sunday when the light was coming through, and for the first time in a long time I said, I remember you. And the distance between then and now felt like a road worth walking. Not a loss to grieve, but a story finally worth telling. Finally me, not the careful edited version, not the one who swallowed everything to soften every burden. Finally standing in the full light of my own story without apology. Finally me. This is not the ending, this is the most alive I've ever been. Every year of finding out was leading me to here and now and in, to this breath this morning, this unhurried sense of knowing that the person I was always meant to be was always worth becoming. Finally me, and it feels like coming home, like a song I always knew the words to, but had never sung alone. Finally standing in the center of this one and only life. Finally longest journey any of us takes is back to who we always were. Last box left on a Saturday in June. She hugged me at the door and drove into the afternoon. I stood there in the driveway till the car was out of sight, then walked back through a house that had a different kind of light. Every room still smells like who they used to be, and I don't know yet who this quiet's making me. The kids are gone and the house is full of space. I keep finding little pieces of them all over the place. The kids are gone and I'm learning how to be just a woman, not a mother. Finally just me. I made 4 plates for dinner out of habit Tuesday night. Caught myself and laughed until the laughing turned to cry. It's not that I'm not proud of every road they chose to walk. It's just the silence has a weight that nobody ever talks. I gave the best of 30 years to voices, needs and noise. Now I'm sitting with the woman who existed before boys. The kids are gone and the house is full of space. I keep finding little pieces of them all over the place. The kids are gone and I'm learning how to be just a woman, not a mother. Finally just me. I planted something in each one of them I'll never see complete. I taught them how to leave, and now I'm learning that same thing. There's a garden out the back that I've been meaning to rebuild, and a self I put on hold that's ready now to bloom. The kids are gone and the house is full of space, but I'm filling it with mornings and a slower, softer pace. The kids are gone and I'm learning how to be not less of who I was, but more of who I'm meant to be. Empty nest, fullest heart I've ever had. Used to chase the bigger thing, the louder and the more. Fill the house with everything and till I couldn't see the floor. But somewhere in the middle of all that accumulation, I lost the thread of what I was actually living for. Then one afternoon I sat beside my garden in the quiet and understood that everything I'd needed had been here. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is the small and true. My granddaughter fell asleep against my shoulder after lunch, her whole weight trusting mine like I was solid as the earth. And I sat there not moving for an hour in the heat, because some moments are too full to move and too rare to not feel worth. I've been to all the places that I thought would make me whole, but the things that filled me never had a price tag on their soul. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is the small and true. Not the house, not the title, not the version of yourself you perform for all those years just to be enough. It's the Saturday that had no plan, the friend who told the truth, the garden that came back despite the frost. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is already here, is already you. You don't need more. You never did. It doesn't anymore. One plate on the table, one glass of red wine, one candle I lit just because the light looked fine. No one to consult about the music or the hour, no performance, no pretending, just me and the power. And I waited for the loneliness to walk through the door. to feel. I used to fill the silence with whatever noise was near. A television, a telephone, a reason to appear. Busy enough to miss myself, crowded enough to hide from the person who'd been knocking, patient from inside. But the knocking got too gentle to keep ignoring, and I opened up the door one unremarkable morning. The table I set for one is the most honest thing I own. Not a consolation, not a wound, just coming home. I used to need an audience to make a moment real. Now the quiet is the feeling I was always meant to feel. This isn't giving up on love or locking out the world. It's knowing who you are before the next chapter unfurls. I've sat at crowded tables, feeling utterly alone. Now one chair and one candle feel more full than I have known. The table I set for one is the most honest thing I've found. Not an ending, not a settling, just solid ground. I used to think that solitude was something to outrun. Now I light the candle slowly, and I savor every one. Some of the best company I've ever had has been my own. I found a photograph inside a box beneath the stairs. A girl in cut-off jeans and sunlight, standing without care. She's laughing at whoever held the camera that day, with her whole life still in front of her and nothing in the way. I stood there in the hallway for a long and quiet minute, trying to remember how it felt to be that free. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, and I barely know her name. She was 22, and I will never be her again, and I would not trade places all the same. She thought that she was ordinary, thought she had no light. She worried about everything, cried most every night. If I could sit beside her now and tell her what I know, I'd say, honey, you are braver than you'll ever let yourself be told. But she had to live it all the way to understand that the woman she'd become was worth the journey and the 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, and I barely know her name. She was 22, and I will never be her again, and I would not trade places all the same. There's a grief in growing older that nobody warned you of, not for what you lost, but for the girl you left behind. I hope she knows I carried her through everything that came. I hope she knows I think about her every now and then, with nothing but kindness in my mind. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her like a daughter, like a friend. She was 22, and look how far we've come. Look who we are now. Look how this story ends. I see you, girl, I always did.
I used to wait to speak until the room got quiet. Used to choose my words so carefully. Nobody tried, nobody pushed back, nobody looked too long. I kept my real opinions in a place nobody'd find them. But a voice that goes unheard long enough starts to wonder if it ever had a sound. And I got tired of wondering. I'm louder now than I was then. Not angry, not demanding, just present again. I've been whispering in rooms that couldn't hear me anyway. I'm done with whispering. I'm done with halfway. There were tables where I laughed at things that weren't funny, rooms where I agreed just to keep everything sunny. I was fluent in the language of the almost said, full conversations happening only in my head. But words that never leave you start to cost you. And I've been paying that price long enough now. I'm louder now than I was then. Not angry, not demanding, just present again. I've been whispering in rooms that couldn't hear me anyway. I'm done with whispering. I'm done with halfway. It's not about the volume, feels like breathing, like a window finally opened in a room I've been leaving. I've been whispering in rooms that wouldn't hear me anyway. I found my voice again, and it sounds like me today. The truest things I ever said were the ones I stopped swallowing. I used to fill every silence. I didn't trust what lived inside it. Kept the radio on, kept the calendar full, kept running past the things I was afraid to feel. It took me years to understand that what I was avoiding was exactly what I was looking for. And then I found it, not in any grand arrival, just here, in this house, in this life, with you. The quiet that is full of something. This is where the quiet lives, not in the empty but in the earth. This is where the quiet lives, in the middle of a love that the years have confirmed out. Been looking for this peace in all the louder places, but it lives right here, in the quiet with you. There's a sound this house makes after 10 at night, when everything settles into itself. You're breathing the low voice of the trees outside, the sense that everything that matters is accounted for. I never thought I'd be someone who loves the dark, but I am, because this dark has you in it. And nothing is missing from this moment. Not a single thing needs to be added or improved. This is the life I was becoming all along. This is where the quiet lives, not in the empty but in the urn. This is where the quiet lives, in the middle of a love that the years have confirmed. I've been looking for this peace in all the louder places, but it lives right here, in the quiet with you. They said that getting older was the thing to fear, and I was afraid, I'll give them that. But what they didn't mention was the quiet that comes with it, the deep relief of knowing who you are, of being known completely by at least one other person, and resting in that knowing without apology. This is where the quiet lives, and I am finally fluent in its language. This is where the quiet lives, and I would not trade a single decibel for this. Let the world be loud, we'll be right here, where the
quiet lives together. Everything I was rushing toward was this, exactly this right here. Nobody needs us anywhere until we decide to go. The phone is face down and the coffee's finely slow. You're reading something I'm not reading, anything at all. Just watching the light come through the curtain down the wall. And I thought about all the Sundays I rushed right through, the years of lists and errands and somewhere else to be. I didn't know this was waiting. Sunday morning, no rush, nowhere we have to be before we're ready. Sunday morning, like us, finding out that slow is its own kind of steady. I've been running so long I forgot that standing still could feel this good. Sunday morning with you. You made the eggs the way I've always loved them, and put some music on like you were reading my mind. We talked about the garden and the neighbor's dog and nothing, and all of it mattered in that particular kind of light, because this is what we worked for all those driven years. Not the things we bought, but this ordinary grace, the permission just to linger. Sunday morning, no rush, nowhere we have to be before we're ready. Sunday morning, like us, finding out that slow is its own kind of steady. I've been running so long I forgot that standing still could feel this good. Sunday morning with you. Let the world be fast, let the young ones chase whatever they're chasing. We've already been that, we've earned every hour in this unhurried place. And this right here, this is the whole point. Sunday morning, no rush, I could do this for the rest of whatever comes next. Sunday morning with you is the only luxury I ever really needed. Let the coffee cool a little, let the hours blur together into gold. Sunday morning with you. just had to slow down enough to see.
Found each other in a college dorm in 1983. He knocked on my door to borrow sugar and never really left. We've lived in different cities, raised our kids on different coasts, but every Friday morning there's a text that says I'm here. We've held each other through the losses that don't have a name, the kind that don't make sense to anyone who wasn't there the same. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, and I'd give 40 more. You sat with me the night my marriage fell apart at the seam. You didn't try to fix it, didn't tell me what to feel. You just poured the wine and let me talk until the talking stopped, and in the morning made me eggs and said, now let's get real. There's a love that doesn't ask for anything but showing up. You have shown up every single time without a second thought. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, and I'd give 40 more. When they talk about the loves that shape a life, they always mean the romantic kind, the ones that burn and break. But you're the constant, you're the thread that holds the whole thing straight. The Friday I would cancel everything else to keep. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, God, I hope we get 40 more. Same time next Friday, always. Always.
Loving you was never really the hard part. Choosing you again, that was the work.
After the beautiful and before the ordinary, when the choosing didn't feel like a feeling, just a word, I stayed. Because I made a promise, then I stayed because I wanted to. And somewhere in between those two, the love became something I trust. There's no ceremony for this kind of courage. No one marks the day you decide again. But I think it's the bravest thing I've done. This is the grace of staying, not the falling but the holding on. This is the grace of staying, when the beautiful is quieted to something softer, and you choose it anyway. Again, again, the grace of staying is the love I'm proudest of. I've watched people trade in their history for something shinier, looking for the feeling that we all eventually move past. But what's on the other side of that familiar and that earned is a kind of knowing love that's rare and meant to last. I don't want to start over, I want to go deeper with the one who already has my whole geography. Yeah. This is the grace of staying, not the falling but the holding on. This is the grace of staying, when the beautiful is quieted to something softer, and you choose it anyway. Again, again, the grace of staying is the love I'm proudest of. We talk about forever like it's one enormous moment, but it's made of 10,000 Tuesday mornings, of choosing the known face across the known table, of finding grace inside the daily and the quiet. That's where the real love lives. This is the grace of staying, and I would choose it in 1,000 other lifetimes. This is the grace of staying. You don't have to earn it, and it doesn't have to shine. Just show up, choose again, and let the ordinary be the miracle. That's the grace of staying. Of all the things I've done, staying is the one I'll never regret.